Hello and welcome to the Social Speak Network podcast. I'm Caitlin McDonald, the co-founder over here at Social Speak, and today we're going to be talking about lead generation for your healthcare practice. So we've already discussed Facebook advertising and social media marketing, and lead generation really ties into these as well as your patient journey, which we've been discussing kind of all throughout very closely. So as we dive into lead generation, there's some basic components that we're going to discuss. The first is having a clear understanding of what your ideal patient is looking for online. So then this dives into creating the messaging that's going to bring this person into the door and get them interested in learning more. You follow this by the technical aspects of creating a landing page and a welcome email and a thank you page. And so as we discuss these items, we're going to dive into the hero's journey and what this means for creating advertising copy that captures the attention, builds trust, and books initial consultations with patients. So oftentimes we see healthcare clinics and different clinics run ads that direct people just to a page on their website, and maybe there's a schedule your appointment form there. While this is great for building traffic to your website, we've found that these campaigns really don't lead to a return on your investment. Yes, you might get a few people booking appointments. However, there's a much better way to run your lead generation campaigns so that you have a higher chance of getting people filling out that initial form. And so we'll be diving into that today. So while you want to make sure that you're helping those in your community, you also need to make sure that the money that you're spending on getting people through a funnel is actually increasing the revenue to your bottom line. So if you know that your ads run to a page of your website on your website, please jump into those accounts, pause them now, pick up your phone, give us a call. We are here to help you. This is the number one mistake that we see healthcare centers and clinics make. So again, yes, it's awesome that you're getting website traffic there, but are they actually then converting into patients for your clinic? So taking a step back, let's first talk about the needs of your ideal patient. And we've been talking about this for the past month or so, maybe 2 months, and you should already have kind of a sense of your patient journey. So this includes what brings the patients into the door, what makes them look for your services, and how can you position the benefits of coming in to see your doctors so that it answers the key questions, concerns, and fears that your prospects have. So take the time to review your patient journey again. And again, this can be multiple patient journeys. I just want you to think about one of them. Once you have that patient journey at the forefront of your mind, you can begin to understand how you can position the answers to these common questions and solutions to these common fears as part of the hero's journey framework. So let's quickly talk about the hero's journey. So the hero's journey originates from Joseph Campbell and really can be a framework that we can utilize in our marketing messaging. So I'm not going to go through step by step about what Joseph Campbell says, but more about how we can use it in your marketing language. So we actually follow this process when we are writing Facebook ads for our healthcare centers. So the first step is create an emotion. And this is really, getting people involved and getting them to have a connection to the story that you are telling. Then the next thing is to determine a theme. So this is, an idea of how we should live our lives. So are you finding peace in your life? Or are you living a life of greater success? Are you living on your own terms and things like that? Then you can talk about the hero's journey. So what was their life before they started on this journey? What was the background? Then, what did you long for? What did this person long for? So, for example, if it's somebody who has knee pain, their life before is that they could hardly get off of the couch. They couldn't go out and enjoy the activities that they used to. They longed to dance at their daughter's wedding and have that first dance, but they were just in pain. So you need to create empathy for the hero in your content. And so you can talk about this individual either in the third person or in the first person. We found for a lot of smaller solo practitioners, health coaches, that talking about this in the first person works really well. For larger healthcare clinics, oftentimes having an individual tell their story works really well. So you want to show how misfortune has affected the character as a way to develop that sympathy. And you also want to make the hero likable. You can't have a villain as that hero, especially in these ads. So the next thing is you need to present an opportunity that this main character, the main hero, has faced. And so if this can be an event that's never happened to them before. So they learned a secret. They heard about a specialist in the area. They heard about one of your physicians and the services that you offered. And so the hero then takes action. And as it transitions into this new situation, you know, what's at stake? What are those big questions that they have? And now it's a chance to show how they actually pursued their goal of being able to dance at their daughter's wedding. So they took action and they accomplished their goal by coming in to see your specialist. By booking that first appointment, they were able to put their fears aside and to understand how knee replacement surgery has come a long way. And so you want to make sure that you are building up a climax and showing how this hero has taken their pain and found a solution and then actually acted on it. And then here is when you show the transformation. So you're telling about what life was like after. So you start with before, how bad everything was. They find the solution, they take action, and then you have the transformation. We've been finding that having a testimonial within this transformation piece can work really well to provide social proof that the transformation actually worked. And if you are an expert, you are the specialist that you say you are able to help people, I'm sure you will be able to find one of those testimonials. So we really enjoy following this, we found a lot of success following this hero's journey as we're putting together the language that we use in the Facebook ad. So then I mentioned, rather than sending somebody directly to a website that just is part of your site as a whole, really directing them to a landing page. So we take some of those key benefits that we're identifying within this hero's journey of all the things that they could accomplish after that transformation, and we put those benefits onto the landing page. We can also put a video of the specialist that actually allowed that transformation to happen. So you can do a quick video of one of your physicians, one of your doctors, or even yourself in there, just to build trust, get people to know, like, and trust your brand, and to allow people to kind of come face to face with who they would be meeting at your practice. From here, we have that schedule appointment now. For smaller solopreneurs, you could have an ebook or a checklist to grow your email list. We also do recommend that for healthcare centers. But if you really want to see that immediate return, scheduling the appointments, having this here is a great idea. So to build your landing page, we utilize a tool, Lead Pages. So it's just leadpages.com. You can sign up for an account there. We build basically all of our landing pages through here. And they're just very simple layouts. So as I mentioned, we take the benefits, we put them on one side, we have a video, and then we have the schedule now. And a headline up at the top with maybe your logo. And so it's just very clear and crisp and has one call to action. They don't, then see all of the links at the top of the website and start clicking around to learn more and forget that they were even there to book an appointment. This is to get people to take action immediately. From here, we have lead pages actually send out an initial email to anybody who signs up for the consultation or to download a resource from you. And we have lead pages also host the thank you page. So on the thank you page is where you can provide even more information about the clinic, link to the website and things like that. Sometimes we even build that thank you page directly onto the website so that they can then start poking around and learning more about your practice. And how this works, so somebody clicks on the Facebook ad, you're targeting them based on interest, geographic location. Maybe there are people who have been to your website, and because you have the pixel installed on your website or on a different landing page, you can remarket to them. Potentially you have an email list and you can create a lookalike audience for that email list. And so you have this audience, you direct them to the landing page. After that landing page, which we build on lead pages, we put the code directly onto your website. So it could be a WordPress website, you just use a plugin, super simple. Other websites, you can take the HTML code from lead pages, plug it into to just a page on your website for more control and flexibility. Lead Pages does A/B testing, kind of just built in, so you can try different designs. You could try having a video, not having a video, changing colors or language, and it will all automatically process for you. So they get to the landing page, they fill out the information, they get sent a welcome email as well as redirected to a thank you page where they can learn more about your practice. And the reason why we do this is because we really feel as though if you want to help the folks in your community who are struggling and who need your clinic's support and expertise, that you need to create a system and a messaging that's going to make it as simple as possible for them to move forward and take that next step. So we have just found such great success with this process. Typically, you might start out and you might get the messaging wrong, and that's okay. At least you're getting the information and the data to then make a new decision in the future. So, as I mentioned before, if you are currently running ads and you don't know how well they're converting, or you think that they're just going to a page on your website that may or may not have a little form on the side of the page, please reach out to us. We would love to chat, love to dive into what you do have going on just for a free consultation where we can tell you the steps that you can take in order to optimize that advertising campaign. Of course, we do also work as your external marketing department, and we can help manage those lead funnels as well. So again, my name is Caitlin McDonald. I am the co-founder of Social Speak Network, and you've been listening to the Social Speak Network podcast. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we will see you next week.